The U.S. President Obama is headed to Europe later this week. His trip will start in Poland, where he will meet with the newly elected Ukrainian president. His next stop will be Brussels for a G7 meeting. Then there's the G8 that was supposed to meet in Russia a few months ago, but that was canceled. And Russia was suspended from the organization for its role in the Ukrainian crisis. Obama would then head to Paris, and from there, Normandy, France, where he and other world leaders, including President Putin, will mark the 70th anniversary of D-Day from World War II. Russia has extended a deadline for Ukraine to settle its gas bill. The Russian state company Gazprom has received a partial payment of close to $800 million. That is enough to prevent an interruption of supplies of gas to Ukraine. Jack Barton reports from Brussels.
Ukraine's gas isn't about to be cut off just yet. At least not before the new deadline for full payment, which is now the 9th of June. The extension was given after Russia's Gazprom received partial payment on Ukraine's $3.5 billion outstanding energy bill. The EU's Energy Commissioner says a blueprint for an agreement was agreed between negotiators on Monday, which will now require further discussion in Kiev and Moscow. The key sticking point remains price. Since the ousting of former Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych, Russia has raised the price of gas exports to Ukraine by about 80%, which means the country now is expected to pay more for Russian gas than any other European nation. The talks are being mediated by the European Union, which receives about 15% of its Russian gas imports via Ukraine. Gas cuts or shortages would hit European manufacturers, households and even some transport companies hard. Herman Waldner believes his fleet of 1,000 gas and hybrid taxis in Berlin would be at risk if Russia turns off the taps.
The gas went more expensive, and it's more than 20%. Taxi drivers will change to the common fuels like diesel or gasoline.
But analysts believe a deal could be in sight because Russia would prefer to avoid further complicating its relations with Europe, which along with Ukraine needs Russian gas. Jack Barton, CCTV, Brussels.